Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with another live stream of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. How y'all doing today? I hope you're all doing great. I'm doing all right. I'm actually super excited for today. Today, not only do I get to dive more into Endwalker, but it's also the Game Awards today, which I'm actually super excited for that as well, and I can't wait to check all that stuff out. So, yay! But anyway, guys. As you all know, my streaming schedule is now different. It's now on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And of course, guys, that's going to be the schedule going forward until we are done with Endwalker. So, yay on that. Of course, that is what I'm streaming on all of those days. I do go for 3 hours normally. However, I'm probably going to go for like a little over 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes a day. Just so that the video would be done rendering by the time that the Game Awards start. So, yeah. So, no 3 hours. But, however, because of that, I will go a little bit longer on the Saturday stream. I will go maybe about 4 hours or closer to 4 hours on Saturday, barring nothing interrupts me. Okay. But, of course, guys, I release videos every single day as well at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, or at 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. if it's the day that I'm streaming. Currently, guys, we have The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword coming out at the earlier slot. I'm super excited for that, and with the prospect of Breath of the Wild 2 being announced, or, you know, more information Breath of the Wild 2 coming out during the Game Awards. I'm super excited for that as well. And, of course, guys, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is the later slot, which I'm having a blast in that as well. So, yeah. Alrighty. Let's continue on. Deeper into the maze. I think we're almost done with this quest line, so... Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let's proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. Yeah, as you see, I didn't really do that much off screen. I did do, I'm quite curious about one thing. There it is. Okay. Wish it would stop moving on its own like that. Yeah, but I have a feeling we're getting close to the end of this quest line, so... Greetings. We are here to pursue the Archaea's Vaults. Pursue? You're clearly not Gleaners, then. Might I ask your affiliation? We belong to the students of Baldosia, but is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganizing efforts are permitted to enter. Not us, then. Suppose we had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the mill tier. Yes, might we at least make use of that? That service has also been suspended, I'm afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it'll be too late. And we were so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let's step outside for a moment, shall we? Well, luckily, I have a Gleaner friend. Students of Baldosia, We're at impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to pursue this one further. But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by a heartfelt pleas. Must seek other means to access lower levels. It is likely that people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to integrate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them to the lift. Let's ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the Archaeon, even though we found. Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. But I was wandering around Tranquility, and so we thought it to donate to the vaults. Squeal, squeal! Honest little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archaeon is open again. I feel like I should look into that. I feel like that's something I should be looking into. What's that? Take you down to the lift with me? Sorry, but no chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now have I finally found a spare moment of rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading to the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be heading down below after he's done with whatever it is he's doing. Why are you fighting it? Quite, you're fighting away. Not quite, you're fighting away. Oh, it's you again. Don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close, very close. You should help me with this too. You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are great, generally better than 1. Very well. Canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds. The one I'm after today is a hornbill. Its feathers are green and it cries its distinct caw. Single it out and shoot it with this sleeping dart. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down in the riverbank to claim a quarry. You should have hit the right one. So surrounding air strategy for our bell. You may move the camera as well and zoom out the target and home bell. Use blowdown. Probably need to hit that dude, don't I? I've sedated the wrong bird. Damn it! Cause. Should pay attention to that. Hit the right bird with the dart. Can't wait till I get some new gear.
A fair shot.
Oh hey, voice acting.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are. Any new revelations? So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a gleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Most likely
Possibly.
the case.
I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species, too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mineshaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mineshaft.
Mineshaft. Oof. Alrighty, let's continue on. That was weird. This must be the entrance to the mine shaft. It is faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures honed there by the researchers, you think? Well, slaving beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. Should tighten our straps and such before we continue. I don't need to have that on. Man-made though it may be, the shaft was designated to resemble the natural cave system. Heartblooms was warned to do steps carefully. You need to talk to Alize for the quest. Assuming everyone's tying their straps and check their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. Don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. Can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. What is that thing? Kinda reminds me of a Dragon Age creature in a way. Oh, no, never mind. Nope, never mind. Speaking of Dragon Age, I highly doubt we'll see it, but it'd be cool if we saw something about Dragon Age 12 coming tomorrow or today at the Game Awards. I highly doubt it, though. Anything Dragon Age related, though, would be pretty cool. The medical circuit. Hey, we're 1,000,000 away from getting to level 81. Hells yeah. Yo, I like the music. That battle music is really awesome. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like my health is a lot lower than it was, but then I remembered, yeah, they changed numbers, so yeah, health numbers are gonna be lower than what they were before 6.0 came out. That's right. Kind of forgot about that. Ah, well. Hello, friends. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing of the consequences, at least. And as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the medical circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Edwardsville's assumptions holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparations for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. Do you see what I see? Is that that's a blob of grass. Genomos. Genomas. Starry tomato, starry egg. I have to say the trophy list for Endwalker does have me a bit worried. It wants you to get 344 triple triad cards. Not excited for that. I think I do have some triple triad cards, but ugh. It's the grapes. Ah, now I know where we are. This is Mariel Argalians. Labyrinths is a host of a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And and is this facility which coordinates and oversees those effects. The fruits of their research go to feed their laboratory colleagues, or so I hear. Lotharios. More notable successes might make it to the Agora. Food so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Indeed, mysterious vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits inscribed on a card. I see no gleaners hereabout, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. It's possible they know something that forms plans of their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? See what you can coax from the workers. Or I suppose we'll do the same, or cast about with useful clues. Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting to visit this. Not with use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? No reason. Mineshaft, you say? Well, you're a much harder soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I reward such treachery with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the form has us filling orders list on a malum wrong. Massive yet detailed request. Lethal wagon loads to crop samples and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard the grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders of ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assertions that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. Okay. I have ought to be taken down below. More than I could carry and then some. Most of our stock... Oh, I think you're a male? No, I think you're a female. Most of our stock sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport. Hence a stack of crops at the top of the hill over there. God's holy lots off that soul was a job and a half. I thought I saw something. This is not a bad place. What crops are we raising? Well, as you see, this one's a variety of grapes. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Probably surprising, given that it's native to a particular local in the very place upon which Leveilleur-Final was modeled, a region in the south of Ilsbard. It boasts remarkably habitat diversity, allowing for mired flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transmits into a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever consistent, as you might expect. It used to be called Corvos before the Imperials named it Locus Omninos. The form saw it as not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment. One of those climates we strove to recreate with the confines of La Process. It's since provided a rich foundation of countless experience in cultivation. Yo, this music is so fucking good. Labels on these crates tell the story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings accompany the shelves of reports. Lunar tears.
Hard to look away. isn't it?
Is that our buddy? Oh no.
But they're more than pretty flowers. Heartblooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair.
Despair?
Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration.
I can imagine that.
As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartblooms' secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Hi, friends.
Have you learned aught of interest? A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we fail to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly.
What was that? Sounded like an explosion.
Isn't that the entrance to the Archaea? Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all... Cryo?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
There's definitely something going up with Cryle. Is Cryle still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. Cannot let our quarry slip away. This should get me to... Let's see here. Yeah, this should get me to level... Almost to level, 81. Erenville was headed westward along the path outside the Archaea. Come, we can still catch him. The full report, warts and all. Hold a moment, I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Lagasta Beta, one of Leveilleur-Final's climate control centers. It should have its own lifts with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the Forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. Even if it happened to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Aye, we should have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Hippity hop, my little toads. Oh, Master Montoya! Goodness. I count us into Transfiguration. We're not to wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn nothing of note. Which reminds me, where the creature's whereabouts, in that form, you are essentially defenseless. You have changed into a toad! You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. You'll return from your transfigured state if you move too far away. Look at your map for the Transfiguration's area of effect. Speak with your Stola to restore or prolong the Transfiguration. Shit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad and Alley Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with the quest objective. Can leave your quest companions behind, blah, blah, blah. I shall recast the spell. Transfiguration should last long enough to allow you to find and spy on Aaron Vault. I love this. Alley Toad and Alpha Toad. Well, now I know why it's called warts and all. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the Transfiguration at? Oh, it's right there at the top. Duh. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Although attempts to and fails to shake his head, you nonetheless understand that he's telling you this is the wrong way. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Toad turns to face north. Perhaps she's suggesting you cross the bridge. I love that I have like nicknames for them too in this form. It's perfect. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Alright,
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlean scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlean was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
Oh, he knows.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
Yep, he knew.
While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Yo, I like this guy so much. What the fuck? He has no reason to be this cool. That was awesome. I like him a lot. I suppose we should have known a Vimo who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. Yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps, we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle. This monumentous duty to form agent mentioned. Shallian has been called to action, and the Talafiel's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever change it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it sufficient import to disrupt all Labrathos, not to mention ignore Eosia's request for aid. Hey, I leveled up! Guide of sort. What duty could want the discreet involvement of the Forum and the commitments of all of its resources? Judging by the way we just heard, none of the Gleamers were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems absolutely clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing it further. We should head back to your store and Crow for a moment, see what they think of this. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I would be so free. Flying away, I know them too. Hey, I like that. Of course, you got people doing their gem collectings and all that stuff and everything. I definitely need to get back to being a discipline of the hand and discipline of the land things, so I can, you know, level those up. Like I said, this one's definitely gonna be a long one for me to platinum, but it'll be fine. Well, not platinum, but like 100%, I guess. Of course, if shit also keeps, you know, getting more trophies and everything. Welcome back. Just you found Aaron Ball then. Yada 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 yada. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important. Even if that something was simply clarification that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Crow, then discuss how we'd like to proceed. So when we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest was conserving the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. Oh boy, Kryl. What you doing, girl? And Walker. Well, I'm assuming this person has already finished the main game. Why did they make this area so big? For me to look for her. Ooh, what's that? Lost little troll. Up there. What's up, Kryl? Or is this going to be voice 2?
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting.
What is this?
She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Oh, Heidelin? Was she talking to you as well?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That blue will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy, surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away.
You okay?
My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out.
Yeah, that's why I kind of figured it was Heidelin.
Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked.
Well, what else
but at least
is that?
she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
I would assume so.
You
This is the
can't
main
be
story
serious.
quest after
We've
all.
done nothing wrong.
Uh-oh. Ah, no, you don't!
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization.
Fuck you.
We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archaean custodian.
Fuck that dude.
A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that
Dude, I cannot
demands the
wait to like
utmost
laugh in your
discretion.
face being like, ha ha ha, we were right, fuck
And
you.
we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What, then, is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Wait, Graha?
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Oh. Graha went above and beyond,
Refusing
I
to
suppose.
comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Fuck you. Yeah, I have a feeling this is the last quest on this quest line. Then we can start the next one. Look at them in their stupid hats. Hi, buddy. Hey, why'd you take my hat? Well, at least you can see my face, I suppose.
Forgive me.
I think this is the first time we saw Cryo without her
We would have been
hood
detained
on.
regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work.
Sup?
They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Who the fuck are you?
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Damn, here it is. This is your Stola's bit in the trailer, where she's like, fuck you.
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Yeah. Yo, I look
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society.
Well, if I were just having this conversation, not giving a
And once upon a
rat's ass
time,
about
I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Oh, what's going on with you? You being force choked?
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you
must.
Then.
But we Scions will fight. Yeah! Straight from the trailer.
Fall, until our last breath.
Straight from the trailer. We out.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me.
Become a sage, Alphanone!
So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
Fuck you!
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Oh, there was a reason for this?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Oh, so you're saying he might be okay with us,
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand.
Wait, there was a topic? I don't know, politics bore me.
By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same.
Yeah, see? So fuck you!
Furthermore,
fuck
while
you!
our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given?
Now, none of you lie to me, because you're all a bunch of liars. You're politicians, after all.
Then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
I'm like doing, yeah, and I'm flipping off Master Fault, whatever, Alize's and Alphinone's dad. I'm flipping him off. Be like, fuck you, old man. Fuck you. I'll never respect you.
We will have order.
And fuck you too, Brina.
Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates.
Hey, I still have one quest line left to do, so,
All in favor? Raise your hand.
Now, looks like a small number there. How can you see everyone?
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences.
I just go, yap, 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 yap. I'm like, uh-huh. I show these guys no respect, because fuck them.
Members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
I love how someone pointed out that the... Now, granted, yeah, there are other people not wearing that ridiculous hat, but, like, how the Viera... The one Viera that you can see isn't wearing a hat either. Well, that was fun. Yo, I like your outfit, dude. That's cool. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city, and our endless investigations were not done in vain. We now know that the mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the form discovered in the ethereal sea. With our freedom so sorely circulated, however, we will struggle to learn aught more of the substance here in Sharlayan. The overall picture has grown clear, yes, but that's in spite of the form being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may. His father's word so vital that it takes precedence over his own family. Afternoon? Alize, it is you! Oh, you are not who I thought it was. When I heard you'd been dragged from before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I can. I am so very glad they allowed you to stay. Is that their mother? It is! Hi, Mommy! Hi! Hi! I get in front of her and it's like, hello. No, my heart belongs to Lise. My heart belongs to Lise. But no, I still get in front of her. I'd be like, hello, Mother. I am now your adopted son. I have adopted these two into my family. I've been watching over them because they're my little bro, my little sis. So, hi. Mother? She's cute. Sup? Mission Leveilleur at your service. And you fine people must be the sons of Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Hi, Mommy. Mother, please, don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches father that you are here. Oh, your father can bite my ass! Fuck him! Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I'm well aware that you and Master Forchelant are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. Yes! Timing can be better. As matters stands, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with the Anchorage Group and reconsider our options. Go, visit your home. We'll be back at the Annex when you are ready to join us. I'm not sure Andy, what do you think? Can I come too? Andy, the Andy Doll. What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion Viozia, I insist that you join us. Yeah! Hells yeah! Yay! Yay, our little family! Okay. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Andy, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. Yeah, mommy! And there she has gone, and with her opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourself, you three. Yeah, I get to hang out with mommy! Yo, I love this! I'm sure Alphinaud thinks nothing of it. He invited classmates over all the time, but I wasn't the most... It was a different time for me, alright? Yo, I love Alize so much. I have grown to love her so much. I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I'm glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Andy? Though it seems we shall have very little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us to our visit home? Fine, if we're going, then let's get it over with. Be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peek into our private chambers, thank you very much. Why ever not? Your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? There's mementos you can't bring yourself to throw away, childhood toys. I mean, God, never mind. Leveilleur estate is that way. Straight down the stairs. Come now. I love these two. I love these two. I love these two idiots. Yay, brother and sister bonding time. So before I'll say it again, this music is amazing. Alize and I were little. This bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or son was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling to different continents, different worlds even. Different dimensions! As children, Alphinaud and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing breathless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at that exact moment, come pounding down the path in a panic, crying out to my name. Ah, your father's an asshole still. Listen, I get he's your father. I will always respect him. And the wonderful things that you all cherish, but fuck him. Still an asshole. Oh yes, this is why I first practiced magic on an actual person. Alize had fallen, you see, and scraped her knee quite badly, so I tried casting this simple restorative spell I had only just learned. How she smiled when the wound closed, the joy and relief. That was, I believe, the very moment I chose the healing arts as my main subject of my studies. And why you will become a sage! Used to come here all the time with grandfather. In summer, I would dip my hands and feet in the fountain and splash about. Not Alphinaud, though. Even back then, he wasn't very fond of playing in water. He'd make any excuse to avoid it. Which would explain how I came to swim like an auk, and he sank like a stone. This game's so fantastic. Attune yourself to all the Aetherian shards in Old Charlian! Yay! The route is not accessible as an Aetherian destination. Yay! You are at last. Please do come in. This has to be voiced too, right? Yo! I want this.
Oh, my lady.
I want this outfit so bad. I want the butler outfit so badly. I think it's something I could have gotten already, but damn it. You have a lot of servants.
What? What are you gawping at?
It's a lovely place. House Leveilleur is all in all its grandeur. Silent headquarters must seem squalid indeed. Just admiring the craftsmanship. I'm not gonna say that middle one. That middle one makes me sound like such a big asshole and like a... What's the word? Makes it sound like makes it seem like they're so pompously rich and all that shit, but it's like still. I feel like saying this would make me sound like it's sarcastic. Ah, fuck it, I'll say that one.
Oh, gods, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
But you are a princess, damn it!
Lord Fourcheneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Oh, one time with Mummy,
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Aww! I love little bro and sis!
'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Okay then. Let me tell you about how we were sent to a different dimension, okay? And your children almost died. Let me tell you those stories. Yo! New clothes!
I wasn't sure what to expect.
Oh, this is how they get their new outfits from the trailers.
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
That's awesome.
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Oh,
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
Yo, his sage outfit. Yeah.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
His sage weapons.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
His sage weapon. Yep, there they are.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now.
Wow, so Alphino became a sage because of this,
because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
And there it is, the sage crystal
I am
thing.
told these devices are quite difficult to master. But someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
Yeah, we will once we point in his face and be like,
My
look,
final
dumbass,
gifts
end of the
to
world is
you
coming,
before
so.
you run off are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortunato has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words.
Best him with actions, because he's
Far
dumbass.
better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Hells yeah. Aww.
Oh, Mother.
I love these two so much.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
And what's this I hear about you guys went into a different dimension and almost dying? Multiple times, in fact. Yo. Later. Don't worry, I'll watch after my little sister and my little brother. You have no cause for concern. I don't mind. I don't mind that this is how Alphino became a sage, but I really hope it was more of his own accord, be like, hey, I want to pursue more knowledge of healing arts and all that shit, but whatever. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I could see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice, as well these tokens of home that we carry with us. These gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality, let's return to the annex and rejoin our companions. I love it. I love that they're now showing the map as well, so you don't have to guess. Like, oh, where the fuck do I go? So we finished up this quest line. Enjoy your time with the Leveilleurs, I hope. I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I hope we can help them to reconcile with their father, but they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret of the forms strive to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Heartblooms is sure to guide us going forward. I'm confident that once you scout out the situation in Leveilleur, we'll be well equipped to plot out our next move. Alright, it's time for boys! Boys night out, hells yeah! You have Krau's instructions in hand. If you're all ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Leveilleur before, I can travel by Aetherite. I won't have the rest of you. Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Krau was on the same mind, and has already secured the aid of a good folk of the Confluge. We'll take ourselves there. The Confluge, thou sayest. Oh, is that where? I'm afraid so, my friend. Oh, isn't that the thing with that one lady from the end of Realm Reborn? Yeah, Monbrida. Would recall the hunt for Ice Haunt, unto whose sanctuary we delivered the owning of the knowledge of our comrade Monbrida. Monbrida was an authority of aetherology, field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of a parent's example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers of the Confluge. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame my coach failed me at the last. I was at Hearthlyn the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I shall speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Whether you came with us or no is your choice and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. I won't kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluge, and shall face them hearth-long been overdue. If it's settled then, let's be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kaite. Bum 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 bum. Backstreet's back. All right. Everybody, yeah, rock your body, yeah. Hello. Well, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. Associates of Krau, the students of Baldosin. We seek patches with Leveilleur and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects! Welcome, welcome. Wait, test subjects? Test subjects? Oh, you haven't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. So, in order to travel to an Aetherite, you ordinarily need to attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of aether hurling along the Livestream. An inconvenience, but trouble limitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if I ever tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Surely, that changes everything. Well, my language may be a bit misleading. The user not attuned to those aetherites, but the aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that at our first test pair of aetherites, one has been installed here in Charlene and the other over in Yaldaman, a port town in Favnir. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Rads at hand, and indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough the contributions to the alchemists. So sum up with a test, these aetherites. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my abilities to channel aether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherites were made for people like you, your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. Invariable dream come true, and far be it from me to worry about such things. But do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating into these jets helplessly in the Livestream, in the sarcastically unlikely event that something goes away. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mrs. Crowd truly knows how to pick them. Yeah! Well, death! But I might change the subject. Our Master Wilson and Mistress Boldona are not present today. Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project held by the Forum itself, as I understand. But I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Oh, bother. Yes! Death! Death would be such a beautiful thing. I still like that. I like this Aetherite design. It's so cool. Where'd everyone else go?
Right. We're all set.
Ooh, I like her voice. I do like that more of these cutscenes are voiced.
Just the 4 of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Favnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please. Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
What? What? Of course she says it at the last second. You're evil, you know that? Oh yeah, I do.
Thavner, home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time. Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Ugh.
What chance?
There it is. Orian's just flat out passed out.
Against such an insidious foe.
Ugh. I feel like I just went on a bender. Oh, there it is again.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish.
Yeah, this is not pleasant.
Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Fake Justinian. You're kind. I love this group of idiots.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions.
Uh-huh.
Don't let Justinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Oh, God. I'll go fetch him. Huh? Bump, ba-da-da. You manage your will itself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Justinian in time? Oh, okay. Don't lollygag. Oh, I got this. Damn it, I got disconnect from OBS. Hopefully that comes back shortly. And there we are. You there. I need 3 drinks. Something to help with Aethos sickness. By the Maza, traveler. Greetings. Greetings and welcome. You're wise, good show to come here. My special amalaza, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is farmed from calming, unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to have that, I place the offer to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles, a bargain among bargains. Price is high road robbery, and you want to say it's such to Justinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand for Justinian and use gestures. Deny that deal is fair. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lasses. This much into swindling me. Ooh, serious apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of Lazi. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Yeah, that seems a little more fair. Here, a ball for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. Can I take one first? Please. I'll be back after I explore the town. Don't buy anything! Ooh, I can purchase some gear. Nothing that's good! What is... Wait. Was that... What about... Oh. You don't have weapons on hand, you just have gear. 515. What is my current armor at? 520. I am currently at a better situation than that. Wish I had one more better rain. Actually, don't I have a better rain? I guess not. $490, yeah. Why? Oh, God. Why haven't they let me take the bottle? Let me take a drink, God damn it. Praise be the total 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee, Anastinian, and in the fine fruits of this land. You are in time. Excellent. You spared us Tartarus' wrath. Tartarus' wrath. Hi, Alpha! Sweet, sweet release. If you weren't already, you should have yours too. Yeah, I didn't take mine because I'm a dum-dum. Right, I'm ready to go on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Uh-huh. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair. I have bound it. 'Tis the most I could do against the hot heat shortened to shredding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? The local vendor. The man says it's Thuvian weed, tough and not easily unraveled. How much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. There's nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphanon could hold a candle to you. It's not uncommon for merchants to set the prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? Are all hands and merchants so unscrupulous? I expect the guys to try to put more of a fight. This one. I'm not going to be an asshole. At least in this case. I'm inclined to agree with thine assessment. It all seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavnir as its domain, the nation of Razadhan hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Archaea, a Mantiga tribe indigenous to this land. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and though their intermingling a culture rich and distant did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hansen culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over. Development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All this hath combined to make the trading power of Razadhan, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs to be maintained through jurisdiction, governance, and shrine to regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that that merchant at a gateway town at free of fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, the opportunistic pricing is rampant, thus suggesting that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whether that truth may be, 'twould be prudent to discern this current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, eh? We've ought to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Krau's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here and yield demand? Okay. Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Completely forgot how to open my freaking arm. I wish I knew what I could do with these things. Probably nothing. Right, let's split up and make inquiries in town. Andy, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we group the aetheryte, off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. Womp 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 womp. Gemstone trader. Now access to reach a gemstone exchange. Oh, these things. Okay. It just started raining. Crate is laden with fruits, but they were on the verge of spoiling, as if they had been left too long. That's not good. Gazing out to the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles, with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels further away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, these appear to be very little activity. What am I doing? I think use a girl. Yeah, use a girl. What am I doing? Oh, record my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, but I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Kazalsal. Don't envy his position. Better be alone with my little operation, come to realize. You're troubled by the looks of it. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kazal a visit. He's been glad for tidings from aboard. Like as not, you'll find him at the Stalwart Sails, the harbor guiding building across the water from here. I'm missing one thing though. Oh, there we are. Well, now, if it isn't a traveler, you're such in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Narma. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion. But no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the radiant host, but business is as good as dead. What will become of us, only the gods know. Hello. The Dalmaskins aren't coming. But we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's that tower sitting on our doorstep spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. Can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. This will be an enormous loss. Alright. Forget about the Dalmatians. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh products, handicrafts, medicines, all the primal Hadison favorites. Our custodian works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Kazal. I do. That's why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or are indefinitely postponed. And you are... Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. I'm not. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. Excuse me. My name is Matsuya, and I'm here to see Kasal. Well, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. I might as well see what's up with him. I love these big elephant guys. I know they must have been in a Final Fantasy beforehand, right? Can't remember though. Oh. Yes, can I help you? Oh, I remember seeing you back at the guild. You wanted to speak with the council too, did you? I'm Masa, fisherman of Archaea, nearby village. I sell my catch to Kasal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the custodian has been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him. This is definitely going to be something that's not as good as what I currently have. Yep, just as I thought. If I may ask, what is it that you do? An adventurer, say? You travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you're a great dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? Huh? You see, I brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I'm ever only dealt with Kasal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? If you're willing, please let me know and we can begin at once. Bets to fall cannot be skipped. You must wish to cancel any pending duty finding registrations. You'll do it then. Show me how to deal with customers. I'm in your debt. Right, please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yellow Mine. I'll observe you and learn. It's not coming to you. Keep him at your side. Yes. Fish, I got fish in here. Fresh fish straight from the sea's bosom up to your mouth. Greetings, friends. How fare you of late? Greetings to you. Suppose I'm well enough given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, though it was utter chaos when the tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get out of the city. They remained there for now, but I could not stay away. I had to come back, deal with my life such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. Oh boy. It's too risky out here. Maybe I ought to move to the city too. It's no place like home, but don't do anything dangerous, eh? Well, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower. And when more monsters emerge from it, I had to read Ian's host's instructions. I hope they deal with it soon so we can get back to our normal lives. The days when you can earn as much as you gave and tuck into a meal satisfied that you did good work. This will come again before you know it. Till then, stay safe. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. Yeah, when you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is shell cod, delectable stewed in coconut milk and baked with a sprinkle of salt. You succeeded in making a sale. Yay! I's a good salesman. I love this. I love these creatures' designs. Now, when will these guys become playable characters, huh? Didn't Yoshi P say that would not be the case? Like when they first got introduced, like, do not look forward to these guys being characters or something like that. I could be mistaken, but all right, let's do this again. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I'd buy some Amara. Let's say it doesn't. They don't need to be explorer quality. What do you need so many Amara for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late, I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas. But not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down. I find myself feeling constantly hungry. Are you sure you're actually hungry? I know how you feel. Thank you. A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. It took my mind off the troubles for a moment. Oh no! No, 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 no! No, I could have sold to her! Damn it, oh well. I don't know, maybe she's one of those people that I couldn't sell to. I feel like probably the only way I could have gotten that to have gotten good is if I did the first thing. Where the hell is this person at? Oh, there they are. I should have said, are you really hungry? Then yeah, that probably would have done the fish thing. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh god, my stomach. Ugh. Aphid sickness? No, nothing as usual. So unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Savor your food. Well, that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And so I'm working as hard as I can while I still can, to better to be prepared. How do you intend to prepare? What an industrious young man you are. Let's try that one. Well, it's not like I'm trying to impress anyone. Gotta flatter them. Now, excuse me, I must be getting back to work. Damn it! Fuck! Damn it! I failed! Well, at least I got one sale. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it. Fuck. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell to one of the 3 people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too, but there are lessons to be learned in both success and failure. By applying yours, I'll endeavor to become a better peddler. I'm sorry. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. Hope that things will return to normal for Casal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsaya. So, have you finished your business at the guild? So you want that too? Forgive me, try as I might, I can't find any buyers. No ships coming in and hardly any going out. There simply aren't any options at this rate. So, you can't buy my fish anymore? I'm sorry, Matsaya, I truly am. But for now, you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I can't. I want to help you, I do. But as it stands, I can barely help myself. I poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. My friends and family depend on me, and I can't. I won't fail them. The sisters are my witness. Oh, yes. The sisters. Casala. Not to worry. Using one from you, I'm sure I'll manage somehow. Damn it! I feel like I could have done so much better. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road. Damn it, I want a do-over! That sucks. I want to be kind to the people. I didn't want to be like, oh, let's sell fish right away. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. I see. So I also heard that the town is affected by any locals' livelihoods. But to think that would be such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected, discovery, disappearances, and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are most certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they seem to use the faith of their heartless scrolls to call forth the Luna Primal. This is as usual to the Zolotha, really. Meister fellow you were helping. He's Archaea Soda, is he not? But only 'tis almost exclusively as people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If something is this predator's aim, I don't stand to reason that Archaea Soda would be their primal targets. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and they are devout adherents still. Better go after him. Archaea lies in the west, as I recall. The same destination as Krau's acquaintance incidentally. It's subtle then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Forge ahead! Steep child. What's on the Is that a fate happening over there? Not seeing Masa nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. Ooh, this is some good music too. Gaja. Definitely some bigger dudes. Do not see Master from here either. No, leave me alone. Help! Somebody help! Master's voice. It came from the north. So we'll be fighting the Magni sisters. That's definitely going to be a primal. Hey, buddy. You okay? Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest, think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnap us? You've heard that the Akasodara are being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others. But fishing is all we know. The ocean all we have. I see. That's a decision to make. You should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. It is our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken to call the tower Zot, House of Divinities. In the old tongue it means. But that's not true divinities. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with those false gods, and thus we will learn all that we may about them. Without not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature. You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had you peddling fish? But to answer your question, yes, of course. We would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge, and fish. Well, say it's now. Shall we pay visit to Archaea? Yeah, I'm up for some fish. Fish sounds good. Wonderful. Just follow the road west and head down the hill. You can't miss it. I can't. The voice I gave to him kind of evolved into an old guy voice. It's rough. So 'tis the simulacra of Thavian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The Kinatashi are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. If I can hear whatever they sound like, maybe I can get a voice somewhat close to it. Though indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. As you said, we do well to study the religion's traditions. To Archaea. Yay! Echoes in my mind, forge ahead. Alright, let's see. I might end the stream after this quest, or maybe the quest afterwards. We'll see. No, Gaja, no! Gaja, please. Yo, love the pompadour. Welcome to Archaea, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that. But please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kongan and old Hazendar. They're free at the moment as it happens. You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Masuya, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Marga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together, they are divinities. Their form and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experiences, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Interesting in learning about our gods, you say. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Masuya and the Marja, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually seeking the wisdom of the Masuya, the Marga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Masa converted the might of the Marja, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods, possessed by both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem from one another, the Masuya have worn animal faces, and the Marja the limbs of man. What? I'm trying to think of what kind of gods these guys are going to be. I think they've shown one of them in, like, the earlier showcasings, but I can't remember. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. Yeah. While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. You could let your friends know. I'll go and fetch it from my house at once. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most relevant deities. Oh, it's the Magni sisters, isn't it? By all means, we should like to see it. It's going to be the Magni sisters, isn't it? Because they've shown them already. Yep. There are Masuya. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center was the eldest, Cindervali, a goddess of wisdom. For this alchemist holds her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandervara. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her fellows. And to the left is Mindurava, the youngest sibling. She preserves over the crafts and so is beloved by weavers. Yep, these are the Magni sisters. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. Although I think they had different names, if I'm remembering from my Let's Play of Final Fantasy X. In like fashion, the Masuya, the deities of Erosia, preside over myriad aspects of life. And over the Marga, if I may ask. The Marga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temple in ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaga's head, and he is ventured as the progenitor of the Archaea. I'm mispronouncing these names, and I apologize. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? Ooh, he said the magic words. It's said that an ancestor of the Strap, that's the ruler of Razhatan, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as a guardian deity of the Strapped. Legend holds that, if ever the Strapped is in need, his dragon ally will fly into his aid. Dragon ally? You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I'm confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right, I believe it's time we sought out Krau's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nadaina. According to Krau's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Well, if this takes us to a place with another Aetheryte, aka a resting place, I think it'll be good. Did you say you're going to see Nadania? Oh, how I envy you. She's a brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. Did I say she's beautiful? Oh, I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes, when you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Yep, okay. Yeah, I'll end the stream once we get to the Great Work. Well, I actually want to wear my new mount that I got. Are you dead? Or are they sleeping? Hello? Oh, hello. You're alive.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see. I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
Wake the fuck up! Brings out a gun and just goes ham on it.
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower. Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people?
Wait, who are you people? Hi. We're Kryle's friends looking for.
Of course. You're the one Kryle sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova!
The who?
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
That guy just appeared out of nowhere.
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Oh, lordy.
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not?
Yeah, he
I
has.
should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Now, see here.
Oh, Estidian.
Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Jump, Estidian, jump! Use your dragoon skills. Well, that was fun.
Dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
Well, if you insist.
As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results.
Collate our results.
Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Oh, poor Estidian. Okay, I would like to wrap up this quest for long. Okay, so they just have normal voices. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we were grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, and he is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no efforts to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed we do. And we know the tower emits vast concentrations of aether. One cannot go anywhere near without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bids us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruptions of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly restricted to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talismans. Soon we will be ready to conduct the field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. The rest just leave with me. What exactly is it that you need me to do? Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. What exactly is it that you need me to do? Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. Sure. In that case, Orange and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suggest you could do with more hands. We will be grateful for your assistance, for any assistance you can provide. I love that the guy in the back is like stewing that barrel. It's like, If you're ready, then let's put your blessings to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you on the top scene to some other preparations. Oh damn! I thought like the next thing I would have done would have been the end of it, but I guess not. but I'm sure maybe this will be the end of it right here. I hope you don't have trouble finding this place, or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweet tears and sweat, tears, and many sleepless nights, the drunken Depa. A Depa is the lantern presented to the gods as an offering, taking inspiration from tradition. Created a device to test the talisman's efficiency. Upon activation, it will work at certain distance before it made powerful blasts of aether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe aether sickness. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capabilities. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall observe from a safe distance. Commencing aetherite explosion test. Repeat. Commencing aetherite exposure test. Repeat. G to safe distance if you are not the subject. Follow the drunken Dempa's lead and try not to fall behind. You're struck by a powerful blast phaser, but suffer no ill effects. Subject has no responsible to urge to empty their stomachs. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Struck by another powerful blast, but suffer no illness. Subject stomach and ball interrogating holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. You're struck by yet another powerful blast of aether, but suffer no ill effects. The blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject fortitude rating. Impressive. No irregularities confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. Struck by the strongest blast of aether yet, but survived completely unscathed. Aetheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Guys, retain your composure and you're humorous. Ah, you've returned, and not on your knees. Promising sight. Please come. Let me take the Dempa off your hands. Thank you. I shall replenish its aether from when we tested the talisman. So, no dizziness or nausea or anything of sorts? You're feeling perfectly fine? Yeah. then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There's no risk that the tower will corrupt your Aether. With that, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Alrighty. Well, guys, that is going to do it for this stream. I know it's not the 3 hours, but we did go a little bit longer than, you know, on Tuesday stream. But don't worry, guys. I will make up for it when I stream on Saturday. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. So thank you all so much for watching this stream, whether a bunch of lives are archived here on YouTube. I will be back on Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for some more Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. And of course, guys, be on the lookout on the other channel for my reaction to the Game Awards, which will be happening in a couple of hours. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys on Saturday for some more Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. I'm really loving this so much, and I hope you guys are too. I'm having a blast with it so far. We're getting pretty close to a dungeon, I have a feeling. So, yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you all next time.